Hello everyone, so today I'm doing a little first impressions review kind of tutorial of the Natasha Denona mini star palette. So I have never tried anything from Natasha well, I wouldn't say I haven't tried anything. I haven't tried any of her eyeshadows before. I've always really wanted to, but they're so expensive that I just haven't splurged into that realm of makeup. I really toyed with the idea and was super tempted to buy the actual full-size star palette during the last Sephora VIB sale, but I decided to just go ahead and get the mini one just because I didn't know if I was gonna like her shadows or not, and it's just like a really big commitment to spend that much money on one eyeshadow palette, so I decided to go with this one, and I'm super excited to get into it today. I have swatched them in my Sephora VIB haul video that I put up. I'll link it down below if you want to check that out and see everything that I got during the Sephora VIB sale. I'll probably do quite a bit of videos on the palettes that I got during that sale, so if there's anything specific that you want to see, definitely let me know in the comments down below or in the comments on that video so that I know what you guys want to see next. So before we get started, if you guys are new, hey, my name's Liz. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button down below. Also ring your guys' notification bell so you guys are notified for all my future videos. And if you guys want to see the look that I create with the mini Natasha Denona star palette, then just keep watching. So first, I want to show you guys some swatches because these swatch so amazing and they feel really nice. These mattes are probably the softest mattes I've ever felt, and I'm not digging hard in these at all. I mean, I really did just like a super light touch. I just think they're super pretty, and the metallic shades in here I feel like are so metallic. I feel like they're going to be really pretty, so I'm really excited to play around with them. I always hear such amazing things about her eyeshadows, so I'm excited to jump right on in. So I'm going to go ahead and take the Morphe M535, and I'm going to take this shade right here, which is either Earth or Attic. I'm not sure which. You do get quite a bit of kickback when you put your brush in. I don't know how well you can tell, but that's not always a big deal to everybody. To me, it's really not a big deal, but I'm gonna go ahead and blend this right on into my crease. This is super pigmented. I like barely went in there. I didn't expect that much to come off on my brush. So far, this is blending like really nicely. I'm super impressed. So I'm just going back in and making sure that I tap off the excess this time. I've basically gone through and just put this kind of all over my lid, blended it into my crease, just kind of starting it off as a transition color. These blend amazingly. I mean, I don't think I've ever seen a shadow blend as easily as these ones do, so super impressed with that so far. So now I'm going to go into my Morphe M433, and I'm going to take the darker shade right here. Again, I'm not sure exactly if it's Earth or Attic, but it's one of the two. So I'm just going to kind of lightly dab on in here. Again, it does bring up a lot of kickback, and I'm basically just gonna throw this into my outer corner and in slightly into my crease. Okay, honestly, I feel like if you were just going for an all matte look, this actually looks really nice. Obviously, I would put some shadow on the bottom lashes, but I actually really like this just for like a basic look, but I am gonna go through and add a little shimmer on there. So I'm gonna take this shade right here. This is like the blue-green shade, and I love these kinds of shades. So I'm gonna just take it on my finger and just start swiping it on and see how that goes. And if I I said blue-green. I definitely meant blue-brown. I'm gonna try to make it pop just a little bit more. I'm gonna take a flat shader brush and then I'm gonna go in with some setting spray just to see if I can get it to show up a little bit more metallic on my eyes. Like that. I am getting a little bit of fallout, not a whole lot, but just a tad bit. All right, you guys, I really, really like this color, like a lot. I think it's super, super pretty. It went on pretty smooth. I feel like I didn't have to do a whole lot of blending around the edges. I like it. I like this shade. Okay, so for my bottom lash line, I'm just gonna stick to those mattes. And I'm gonna start with the Morphe E18 and I'm gonna go into this shade right here. I'm basically just gonna take this from inner corner to outer corner. And then with a little definer brush like this, I'm going to go into that darker brown shade. And I'm just going to kind of start sweeping it as close to my lash lines. If I can talk. I'm going to start putting it as close to my lash line as possible. And I'm going to stop. I'm not going to fully go into the inner corner. I'm just going to kind of leave it right about there. And then I'm going to go back in with that other brush, the Morphe E18, and I'm just going to start to blend this out. I'm going to go in with my Morphe R43. I'm going to take the middle shade right here. That one I know is called Bellatrix. So I'm going to take that and then I'm going to place this in my inner corners. So I'm gonna go in with my Marc Jacobs Highliner. This is just in the shade Black, and I'm gonna go ahead and tightline with this and put this on my waterline. Okay, so I'm just gonna throw on some mascara really quick. This is the L'Oreal Voluminous Carbon Black Mascara. This is my all-time favorite. I love it, love it, love it. And throw on a pair of lashes and I'll be right back. Okay, you guys, this is the finished look. I went and threw on the House of Lashes in Siren, and then I put on the Kat Von D lipstick in the shade Bow and Arrow, and then the Dose of Colors gloss in Seriously. And I think that this lip pairs really nicely with the eyes, so I'm actually really, really excited. Not to mention, I love these lashes. Every time that I've been putting lashes on, these are the ones that I've been going for. So honestly, I am actually really happy with the way this look came out. I'm really happy with this palette in general. I feel like the mattes blended so well, and then the shimmer, it took a little bit to build up, but honestly it wasn't bad at all. It blended really nice into the matte as well. I could take my blending brush, just a small one, and just kind of go around the edges of the shadow, and it blended out really nicely. I didn't have to pack more shadow on after that, so I'm really happy. I'm thinking of all the other looks I can create with this. I'm really excited to use this color right here next. Overall, you guys, for $25, I think this palette is absolutely worth it, especially if you're not wanting to spend the heavy price tag of the full palette. Although now that I've used this, I'm like, I should have gotten the palette. But I will just have to either put that on a Christmas list or wait till the next sale comes around, because this is honestly amazing. I'm so happy that I picked this up. It makes me want to go try some of her other mini palettes. I honestly think that this is a really good idea, especially where I have so many eyeshadows. I have so many eyeshadow palettes that it's gonna take me forever to go through them. Chances are I'm not gonna go through all of them. So the fact that this is just small and compact and I can travel with it, I feel like it makes it easier for me to use it all up and actually go through it all. So super happy with this purchase. If you haven't picked it up or you haven't tried any of the Natasha Denona shadows, I would highly recommend checking this one out. Let me know if you've tried any of Natasha Denona's shadows in the comments down below, or if you have the mini star palette, what do you think of it? And would you recommend any of her other palettes? Is there any other ones that are your absolute favorite? Let me know again in the comments down below so I can check them out as well. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Don't forget to subscribe before you leave, and I'll see you next time. Bye.